Whether you're a maker, a mechanic, a builder, or you just plain like to build stuff in your shop, these 5 rules of workshop organization can be applied to your shop to help you reach that ever elusive flow state. What am I doing with my hands? Flow state, the experience of being so absorbed by a task that 100% of your attention is held by it. It's the bodybuilder's pump, it's the runner's high, it is the maker's flow state. To reach an efficiency that is unthinkable to get your projects done. Rule number 1, out of mind, but in sight. What do I mean by this? Visibility. You want all of your tools to be visible. Well, Moose, won't that make my workshop look like a piece of junk? No, not if you do it strategically. But you do not need a bunch of drawers, extra little containers and compartments that you will have to think through and open up every single time you need a tool. You need to keep things out in the open so it will take 5 to 10 seconds for you to find that tool and use it. Efficiency, that's what that is.
Question.
What type of tool is best? Answer, the tool you can see and get the task done. I guarantee that if you start putting your tools in a strategic location where you can see them, your workflow is gonna speed up tremendously. Think about it. Even if you have labels, you have to go over to that drawer. You have to open it. You have to pull that container out. You have to grab that part, put the lid back on that container, put it back in the drawer and close it. That is a lot of precious time that is being wasted. Whereas if you have a magnet on a wall that holds your tools and you can see it, you go grab it, no opening and closing. You just grab and go, just like the gas station. Grab and go, which means don't use this. It should be empty. Throw it out. Don't actually throw them out because you might need them if you ever move. Just put them in storage somewhere. This is my toolbox, but in a much more real sense, it's just a box that holds empty tool cases because I have all my tools out in the open. So I don't even know why I have them. Rule number 2, know how you work and work how you know. I mean, organize accordingly. This one really sets the ground for all other rules, and it might be the most important one. Your shop should not look like somebody else's shop.
Hey, there we are. That is the main workspace area.
Your shop should be organized according to your specific needs, your specific wants. There's more than one way to skin a cat. So it's really dependent on what your bias is on how you get the job done. So your shop should reflect the tools that you like to use, the way you like to build them, and the materials that you generally make stuff out of. That means if I am a woodworker and I have the center of my shop set up to bring all of my wood in, I would put this table saw right there next to my workbench to cut my large pieces and slide them onto the workbench ready to be used. This means if I'm a fabricator and I only have one welding receptacle in my shop, I don't place the welder, the welding table, the clamps over on the other side of the freaking shop. I put it right next to the plug-in. I can just plug it in, start it up, and start welding. If you're always in one spot and you think to yourself, man, I wish I could have that tool in this spot, make some kind of organizational way to put that tool out in the open in that location to have it on hand quickly, saving time, resulting in flow. Rule number 3, mobility is flowability, not a word. You want your workshop to be able to quickly adapt to the ways that you work, like we just discussed. Now, in order to adapt your shop quickly, you need to be able to move benches, stands, tools around to adjust to the tasks that you need to get done. I got one word for you.
Casters.
Casters are like hot sauce. You can put that on everything. Casters allow you to adapt in a moment's notice. They allow you to move your whole workbench from one side of your workshop to the other. Adaptability, mobility, flowability. If you need your workbenches or your stands to be solid, put a couple bolts on the bottom that'll raise it up off of the caster. I did this with my welding table and it is a godsend. Whenever I need it to be solid, I just take out a wrench and I spin those puppies down and it makes it solid as a rock. But when I need to move it, it's on the casters and it's good to go. I don't have to deal with extra little carts. I don't have to deal with trying to pick stuff up and move it over there. When I need something moved, when I want to do some grinding outside of my workshop so I don't get everything super messy, I can roll my workbench outside and do the work. The bolts also help level the table. So it's a win-win. Rule number 4, maximize your floor space. Now, in order to work on your projects and to get around the shop, you have to be able to move. If you can't do a short sprint within your workshop, you don't have enough space. Find some. See that spray paint can over there? I need to do a little more cardio. How do you maximize your floor space? The walls.
To the walls! To the walls! To the sweat dripped off.
The walls are a perfect storage place for all of your tools and materials. You just have to know how to use them. You can use magnetic strips to hold all your metal tools, which I like and I've done in my shop. You can get these for $2.99 during a sale at Harbor Freight. It's hard to beat it. You can use pegboard with hooks. You can use French cleats, customized shelves. There's lots of different YouTube videos showing you how to organize and create customized storage items on the wall. Take your stuff and put it on the wall. Maximize the floor area. Put it on the wall. Rule number 5. Start simple and customize. Going off of rule number 2, know how you work. This will help you figure out how you work. If you start with extremely simple workbenches, simple stands that don't have a lot of attachments or features, you will find yourself as you work wishing that you had a particular feature or a particular attachment on your workbench and on your stands, and at that point, put it on. That warrants the need. That shows you this is what's required to increase that efficiency. That way, you don't have a bunch of extra little attachments that get in your way and obstruct you from reaching that efficiency. My welding table was a very good example. You can see my welding table was bare bones when I made it. I did this purposely to leave all the attachments and things I could have used off of it. I've had about 2 years of fabricating projects on top of it, and I've only just started to put attachments on. I made a DIY bench vise, which if you click here, you can watch that build. I'm going to put electrical on it so I can quit having a bunch of freaking extension cords everywhere. It is definitely a need. I also need a swing out stool because I need to maximize my floor space. Rule number 4, start simple and customize, and you will thank me. Now, because I love you guys so much, I'm gonna give you an extra rule, and that is baby fat, baby fat, baby fat, baby fat, baby fat. What do I mean? If you've ever watched the YouTube channel Tested, Adam Savage talks about baby fat. What this is a space void of tools and materials that you have the ability to grow into. This is gonna allow for your shop to expand. When Harbor Freight has a great deal, you can actually go out, buy your tools, and come back and have a space to put them. Leave space to grow, and you will thank me. You will grow. Mark my word. Baby fat.